Everything in the universe is made of atoms. They are so small that millions of them can fit on the tip of a needle. For most of human history, atoms were invisible not only to the eye, but to imagination itself. For thousands of years, people believed matter was solid and unchangeable. Ancient thinkers spoke of atoms as tiny, indivisible building blocks, but they had no proof. Atoms were an idea, not a reality. That changed when science learned how to look closer. In the 19th century, scientists began to realize that atoms were not solid after all. They could be broken apart. Inside them were smaller particles, carrying electric charge. The atom was no longer simple. It had structure. When researchers discovered the electron, it shattered the old belief that atoms were indivisible. Soon after, experiments revealed something even more shocking. At the center of every atom was a nucleus, tiny, dense, and incredibly powerful. Most of the atom was empty space. Yet almost all of its mass was concentrated in that microscopic core. This discovery quietly changed everything. Scientists had found a place where enormous energy was locked away, compressed into something unimaginably small. They didn't yet know how to release it, but they now knew it existed. Then came a radical idea. Albert Einstein revealed that mass and energy were not separate things. They were different forms of the same reality. A small amount of mass could be transformed into a massive amount of energy. This idea was beautiful and terrifying because it meant that the nucleus of an atom was not just matter, it was fuel. As researchers continued their work, they discovered that some atoms were unstable. Certain heavy elements could split apart. When they did, they released energy and more particles capable of splitting other atoms. This was nuclear fission. For the first time, humanity had uncovered a process that could trigger a chain reaction inside matter itself. Energy was no longer limited to fire, steam, or electricity. It came from the heart of the atom. At first, this discovery was purely scientific. Physicists were curious. They wanted to understand nature at its deepest level, but the world was changing. War transformed nuclear physics from knowledge into power. Governments realized that the same reaction that released energy could also be used to release destruction on an unprecedented scale. The atom became a weapon. For the first time in history, a single device could destroy an entire city, not through armies, not through fire, but through physics. When nuclear weapons were used, the world crossed a threshold it could never uncross. Humanity had unlocked a force once reserved for stars. And then the silence that followed forced a question no equation could answer. Should this power ever be used again? Yet nuclear physics did not end with destruction. The same science that created the bomb also created new possibilities. Controlled nuclear reactions began to power cities. Radiation began to treat cancer. Nuclear physics helped explore space, date ancient artifacts, and understand the origins of the universe itself. The atom became both a warning and a promise. Nuclear physics revealed a fundamental truth about humanity. The danger was never hidden inside the atom. It was hidden inside our choices. The atom does not decide how it is used. People do. Today, nuclear energy stands as a symbol of that contradiction. It can light homes or erase them. It can heal or destroy. The power was always there, waiting quietly inside matter. The real question was never whether humans could unlock it. The real question was whether they were wise enough to live with it.
To impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.